Hey everyone, welcome to this month's Hypixel Skyblock Bingo Guide for September 2023. If you are looking for a specific goal, timestamps are in the description below. Now let's get right into it. Now the first goal that we're going to be doing is the Fairy Finder, which requires you to obtain 10 Fairy Souls. Now this is going to be easily done if you do want to go on YouTube for a guide on Fairy Souls, or if you are using Badline or Lunar or whatever mod that you are using. They do have a fairy finder built in, so let's look at that. And as you can see, all of these beams just locate the fairy souls, and you just need to find 10 of them. Now for the next goal we're going to be focusing on is going to be called Taking Flight. It requires you to consume a magical mushroom soup. Now you want to make your way towards the desert settlement right here. It's going to be locked to, I believe, farming level 5. And for the mushroom soup, you want to go to farming collections, under mushroom, and it's going to be mushroom 4. Now this requires you to have some brown mushroom, red mushroom, glowstone dust, redstone, and a bowl. So the mushrooms, you want to get an axe with efficiency 5, and make your way towards here, and you're going to be finding mushrooms. Now some of these mushrooms might not be able to harvest, but as you can see right around here, that's where you could get mushrooms. Now for the glowstone, you're gonna make your way back towards the hub and go make your way towards this builder NPC. It's gonna be located in this house, and you're gonna go under variety and purchase this glowstone and make your way to your home island. And just break the glowstone and you'll get your glowstone dust like that. Now moving on towards this next goal, it's going to be called Hunter. It is a community goal. Now this requires you to talk to a NPC called Trevor, and you want to make your way towards this mushroom island right here, and just follow this path to actually talk to this NPC. Now make your way up this hill, and you just need actually a sword or a bow. I prefer a sword. But it's up to you what you want to use, and just talk to him, and he will give you a quest. Just click yes, and he's gonna give you a location to locate the mob to kill it. Now this, did it die? Oh no. Okay, now this mob, it will basically have a name tag. Let me just find it for you right here. Okay, I found this untrackable pig. As you can see, it does have the name tag, and you just want to kill it, and that's how you're gonna receive the pelts. And just do that repeatedly if you want to, but you can just do it one time since it is a community goal. Now for this next goal, it's going to be called Reinforced Reforger. This goal is actually going to be easily obtained once you make your way towards the deep caverns. You want a pickaxe so you can actually mine diamonds, and make your way towards the diamond reserve or the obsidian sanctuary. Now you actually want to be also mining level 8 to actually do this reforged stone, and any diamonds you do see, you just want to mine it. And let's see, let me just mine 5 for you. Okay, yeah, didn't find any luck. But eventually you're actually going to get this reforged stone called a rare diamond. Once you obtain that, you want to make your way towards the dungeons. Let's do that, and talk to this person called Malik. Now any armor piece that you do have, you just want to take it off and go to this base and the reforged anvil, put the reforged diamond, what? Oh, other way. And once you actually put this rare diamond right here in your any armor piece, once you click the combine items, it's not going to be, the price is going to be less than 50,000 for you, depending on the rarity of the item. But once you apply that, you're going to get that bingo goal for the Reinforced Reforger. Now moving on to the next goal, which is going to be called the Warrior. It requires you to attain level 5 in the combat skill. Now easily just get a sword of your choice, and any mob that you can kill, so just look at your damage of what you could do, and look at the mobs that you can just basically kill. So I prefer some low level mobs earlier in the game, so these zombie villagers are going to be very easy to be done. and just do that until you can reach combat level 5. Now, you don't actually have to focus on this goal. You can actually get this easily just by playing the bingo. Later on, I will show you a easier way to actually get your combat skill improved to like level 12 or level 15 if you want. Now for the next goal, it's going to be called Strange Effects. It requires you to kill a runic mob. Now this goal might be very hard or very easy. It's going to be depending on the runic mob you do find. Now these runic mobs, they don't actually have a set chance to like spawn. It's just going to be randomly. But you just want to keep on the lookout for a purple name tag. And once you, oh, look at that. So that's going to be a runic mob right there. As you can see, they have higher health than what they are compared to. And once I kill this, I'm going to get a rune. And that's how we're going to want to complete that strange effect gold for the bingo. Now for the next goals, you would actually need to unlock Dwarven Mines and the Crystal Hollows. To progress through the bingo, you would need both those areas unlocked. So I will be showing you how to unlock those areas. So for the Dwarven Mines, first you're going to actually want mining level 12 and 3 groups of 10 enchanted material. You're going to be doing exactly what that person is doing and just taking a shovel to actually just get the mining level 12 because sand does give you mining experience. And conveniently, a mining experience is going to be a community goal. So look at that. And once you get mining level 12, you want to make your way towards the deep caverns. And I'm going to want you to focus on getting your 3 groups of 10 enchanted material. Just be all redstone. The reason being because you're actually going to have a bingo goal that just focuses on redstone. So it might as well just get that out of the way as well. So you can do as much as you can. Just for the Dwarven Mines here, I just recommend doing your 30 enchanted material for the redstone. And I did say it's going to be like 3 groups of 10 different enchanted material, but there is a glitch that where you could just hand in rise 10 redstone, and then once you switch lobbies, you could just hand in the same material of redstone. Now, if you don't want to do redstone, you're actually going to be also focusing on coal right here. So let's go back to the lift operator, and we're going to be looking at the gunpowder mines. So the reason why you would want to do coal, you would actually just need to do it until you actually get the recipe for the enchanted coal, which is going to be 1,000. Now once you get that recipe unlocked, make your way back towards the hub, and you would want to get a efficiency 5 golden axe, as well as a haste 3 or haste 4 potion effect. Now the reason being because you're actually going to utilize a trade menu in this recipe book. So let's here. And as you can see, you could actually exchange oak wood to coal. And as well as oak wood is going to be coincidentally a collection goal as well, as you can see here. So either way, you're going to be doing 2 goals in the bingo. Once you actually made your way toward Dwarven Mines and you handed in rise that and 30 enchanted material, you're going to be making your way towards the king. So right here, I'm just going to show you where the king is. You just want to follow this path right here. And this right here is where the king is. Now he will give you commissions to do, and he's going to get you Heart Mountain XP once you do these commissions. Now your first 4 daily commissions, you're going to get rewarded with a 900 bonus Heart Mountain XP on top of what you're going to be your base. So it's either going to be 100 base Heart Mountain XP, 200 base Heart Mountain XP. And on your 3rd day, you should be unlocked Crystal Hollows because it does require Heart of the Mountain Tree. So as you can see right here. Now a tip that I could give you to do at least titanium, you want to make your way towards this right here and talk to Boo Boo. He's going to sell a fractured material pickaxe, I do believe you would need Hardened Mountain Tier 2 to unlock this or use it. But once you do that, you just want to get your 10,000 coins and just purchase this, and you will have the ability to mine titanium. Now, once you are actually unlocking Crystal Hollows, you're going to be actually focusing on two goals as well. One of these main goal is going to be Commission Master. You should be actually accomplishing it before you get into Crystal Hollows, so either way, just doing those commissions. As well as something you're actually going to be doing as well is going to be Powder Collector. Now, anything that you do accomplish in Dwarven Mines does give you material powder, so any commissions you do. And now another easy way to actually get some material powder is you want to make your way towards the Crystal Hollows once you have that unlocked. So we're just going to make our way towards there. And I'm just going to try to find a treasure chest real quickly, because these treasure chests, they actually do give you material powder as a reward. So I'll just go and find one for that. Should be one. Now, as you can see, this is actually going to be a treasure chest right here. And hopefully, yep, I did get at least 1,000 material powder. So you could actually, if you didn't accomplish it in the Dwarven Mines, you could actually come to the Crystal Hollows. Oftentimes, they would have the passive event as the 2 times powder. And if you just find treasure chest, there's actually going to be another one located here. I'm just going to show you how easy this goal can be obtained once in the Crystal Hollows, especially if you just find any of these treasure chests. So there's another one right here. So far our count would be 1,000. Okay, yeah, just 1,000. But either way, up to you of how you want to accomplish that goal. And that's going to be for the material powder. Now for this next goal, it's going to be called Rock Solid. It requires you to equip a uncommon or higher shared rock pet. Now, the easiest way to actually get this rock pet, if we make our way towards our skills, mining, as you can see, mine is way above the rock pet milestone, but basically you just want to mine any ore. Now, if you actually come towards the Dwarven Mines and you come and make your way towards this palace bridge, mining this stone right here, eventually doing this for probably about 10-15 minutes, you should be able to get your common or uncommon tier rock pet, and just do this until you achieve that. Now once you do have that in your inventory, make sure you have it in your pets menu, and you just want to take it out, and once you do that, you just want to equip it, and you will just get your goal easily like that. Now for this next goal, we're going to be looking at Redstone Collector. It requires you to reach 130,000 in the Redstone collection. Now I do recommend actually doing this either in the Dwarven Mines or the Crystal Hollows. Now in these mine carts, as you can see, there's one right here. You could just take out your pickaxe and just mine this redstone, and they would just respawn after about 10 seconds. Now, if you don't actually want to do it here, I actually do recommend going towards the Crystal Hollows. And the reason being because you're actually going to get more redstone, I find, once you actually mine in the Crystal Hollows. So let me just find the ore real quickly. Now, as you can see, I did find some redstone ore right here. So we're just going to make a note of that sack. So 2373. And let me just mine some right here. Now, my stuff will be inflated because I do have high mining fortune. So as you can see, I actually just almost doubled my redstone stored. Now that's not going to be the case for you guys probably, but I do find that you're going to get a higher amount of redstone, especially if you are mining in the Crystal Hollows compared to other areas such as the Dwarven Mines. I don't recommend the deep caverns because it's going to be just little amount of redstone right there. And yeah, now for this next part, we're actually going to be moving on towards recommended armor sets and weapon. Now for this recommended armor set and weapon, you would need at least combat level 12 to reach the end island, and you would also need 200,000 coins. Now to actually get these 200,000 coins, you do have an option right here. So if you make your way towards the spider's den and just follow me right here. Now if you are MVP plus, I do believe you could just warp to Arachne. So we're just actually gonna walk there manually. And right here, as you can see, people are summoning Arachne. And you just want to kill this boss, and eventually once you do that, you're actually going to be getting some soul string, which sells for a lot of coins. So once I defeat this boss, I will get back to it. So it actually defeated about not too long ago, got the soul string. As you can see, just 2 of them sells for 10,000 coins, and even if I sell the spider eye and the enchanted string, I just got 13 coins just like that. And you just want to find people that are doing it repeatedly, so this group seems that they are doing it repeatedly right here. And once you actually get your 200,000 coins, if you aren't the combat level requirement, make your way towards the Dwarven mines again, and make sure you have a pickaxe in your hand. And you want to make your way towards the Great Ice Wall. So the Great Ice Wall is going to be located right here. Just follow me. And it's going to be just past this bridge. And make sure you can at least have not people killing it. And you just want to just kill these ice walkers with your pickaxe. The reason being because they actually do give a lot of combat XP. So you should be able to obtain your combat level requirement for the end island. Now once you obtain that combat level requirement, make your way towards the end island, and right here is where you're going to be seeing a lone adventurer NPC. Once you talk to that lone adventurer NPC, he will give you a quest to kill 5 endermen. Now use the sword, whatever of your choice is, you should be able to kill it, but you also are going to be dying a lot. But just make sure you kill at least 5 endermen. So I'm just gonna kill 5 right here. And once you do that, make sure you don't have any endermen just aggroing on you. And once you talk back to this lone adventurer NPC, that's actually when you want to take out your 200,000 coins. And he's actually gonna give you the option to buy this void sword. Now I'm going to show you the void sword. I actually have it in my museum. So right here, let me make our way back towards the end. And so right here, this is going to be the sword that he does give you, except it wouldn't have a reforge on it. And that is going to be the sword that you would want to be using for this bingo. Now for this armor set, you're going to want to get these pieces from Enderman. So using the sword, make sure you do enchant it as well to have your damage be higher. And eventually, just by actually killing these endermen, you should be able to get these ender armor and probably a necklace. And go towards your skyblock menu. And if you want to equip any equipment that you do get, you want to do it like that. But for your armor pieces, see if you could get it from the Enderman. Eventually you would, and that's what you want to use for your armor set and weapon. Now for this next goal, we're going to be looking at a axe to grind. So an easy way to actually get this Raider's axe, you would actually want to make your way towards that Discord that I did link down below in the description. So let's do that. And once you are in Bingo Brewers, just find this under bingo, and it's going to be called the hashtag carry trading. And you would just want to ask anyone if they could unlock the Viking for you, and just wait for someone to respond. Now once you do that, this is what the person's going to be doing. So they would want to get a water bucket, a fish hat, and then very high intelligence. And then make sure you also have coins. I believe it's going to be 130,000. So let me just make sure here. And they're going to be doing this until it says click for shop. And just purchase this Raider's axe. Now, as a reminder, you actually don't need the max amount of enchantments. So if you just want to do a sharpness 1, knockback 1, or whatever, just 10 enchantments on the Rager's Axe. And a reminder to actually increase your enchanting level right here to unlock more enchantments. You just want to enchant as normally. If you are enchanting level 10, you could do the experimentation table to unlock more enchantments as well. But that's actually how you want to do a axe to grind, and make sure you have that 130,000 coins to purchase the Rager's Axe. Now for this next goal, you're going to be looking at Sea Summoner. It requires you to reach 30% Sea Creature chance. Now as a base, every player gets 20% Sea Creature chance, and for that extra 10%, you're going to be looking at the Fish Merchant. Make sure you purchase this fishing rod right here. And you want to be enchanting level 4 to unlock the Angler enchantment. Once you unlock the Angler enchantment, I believe you do need about 50 enchanting levels. So once you do have that, make sure you enchant it with Angler 5 to get this 5% Sea Creature chance. And to get the extra 5, you would actually want to make your way towards My Island if you do want. So just visit Let's Play Hypixel, and it's going to be my peach profile. And I will be having this tier 5 beacon with Sea Creature chance. And once you are holding out that rod, you should be able to get your Sea Summoner. Now, if for whatever reason you cannot visit My Island, if there's an error or whatever, you do have the option of visiting Hunter High Hunter, and they are as well is going to be doing the Sea Creature chance beacon. Now for this next goal, it's going to be called Poseidon. It's going to be a community goal. It requires you to summon sea creatures. So you would actually want to make your way towards the park is where I recommend going, just because the sea creature chances, and there's going to be a lot of people, as well as rain, so you would often find squids. And you just want to basically fish, so take out your rod, and eventually once you are fishing, you should be able to have sea creatures like spawn. So let me just see if I could have this sea creature. And as you can see, first try got a summon sea creature chance. Now you might notice that the thing does not update immediately. It just does take some time for you, and eventually it would update to account your sea creatures, so don't be worried about that. Now for this next goal, we're going to be looking at Clownfish Collector. It requires you to reach 300 Clownfish collection. Now the easiest way to actually get this goal, you would actually want to fish, and if we go back towards our collection right here, you would actually want a fishing minion to be placed on your island. So once you unlock the recipe for it, you don't actually need 64 fish, so you can actually go towards the hub right here. So once you do unlock the recipe, let's go towards fish merchants, and you could just purchase raw fish to craft that fishing minion. So once you do actually have that placed on your island, within a day probably or two, you should be able to get that 300 clownfish collection for the bingo goal. And I do not recommend to do it manually because it would probably take you a long time. And now moving on towards this next goal, which is going to be called Amethyst Crystal. It requires you to obtain a Amethyst Crystal in the Crystal Hollows. Now you would need a jungle key to actually unlock the ability to get the Amethyst Crystal. You would just need one, so once you obtain one, just give it to this person right here, and they would give you the option to do the parkour. If you do fail it, they actually did rework it where the only way this door locks is once you get the Amethyst Crystal. So we're going to be looking at how to get the jungle key. The easiest way is to actually get the key guardian. So if you were to go towards this Discord that I did link down below, Bingo Brewers, you would want to make your way and click on this reaction roles and click on this key guardian role. So once you did click on that key guardian role, you would get pinged when someone does find it in this robo parts and crystal hollow chest. And make sure it is going to be a recent one. Once that is available, you could basically just pay attention to what a person says right here. So maybe they want to invite you to a party, or to leave a name in a thread, or boop them. Do whatever it says, and then make your way towards those coordinates in their lobby, and you would get that key guardian to do the um, Amethyst Crystal for the bingo goal. And that's going to be the only way you would want to accomplish this goal. Now, focusing on this next goal, it's going to be called Collab. It requires you to defeat Bonzo as many times as you would like, because this is going to be a community goal. You could do it one time or you could do it many times. It's going to be up to you. So, the Bonzo is going to be a dungeon boss. Now, dungeons are locked to combat level 15. If you do not have that combat level requirement, make your way towards this great ice wall in the Dwarven mines and kill these ice walkers with a pickaxe, because these pickaxe do one-shot kill them. And these ice walkers give a lot of combat XP. So once you actually have that, make your way towards the hub if you want. And you could actually go right here towards the dungeons and just go towards this portal, and this will lead you to the dungeons hub. Now once you do have that unlocked, make your way towards Mort, and you would want to do the entrance floor. Once you have accomplished that entrance floor, you could do floor 1 of the catacombs, and this is where Bonzo is going to be. Now, you could either use Party Finder, that's going to be built in Hypixel's system, or if you want, you could use the Discord below. Now, I'm going to recommend to actually use carry trading, see if anyone could help you there. If not, you could just use Party Finder. I found Party Finder, it's going to be more easy and probably a lot quicker, to be honest. But it's up to you of what you want to do. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Slayer. It requires you to reach level 3 for any Slayer boss. So the level 3 that I'm going to want you to actually do is going to be Revenants. They are going to be very easy, to be honest. Now if you do want coins, utilize either end nodes, because you can do that as well. Or you could just use the Arachne method of just getting coins like that. And you would want to do the boss that you could at least accomplish. Now you can go back towards that Discord and utilize the carry trading and just ask if anyone could help you defeat the boss. So that's going to be up to you. But either way, to do Revenants, very easy, to be honest. I think with the recommended armor set and weapon, you should be able to probably do Slayer level 2, but I do not know particularly well. I'll probably update in the description in the pinned comment if it can be accomplished, if not. But anyways, you would want to actually have your sword and just kill these crypt ghouls if you want, or just kill these graveyard zombies. And you would want to do that until you reach level 3 in the Revenants. And that's going to be how you want to accomplish that goal. Now moving on towards this next goal, which is going to be called Goblin Slayer. It requires you to kill goblins. You could do this one time or you could do it many times, but actually this does actually goes hand in hand with Exterminator. Now if you did focus on any of the combat goals such as Slayer, or let's see, probably if you did the Hunter as well, Sea Summoner, the Strange Effects, any of those stuff, you could probably be close enough to this. So yeah, if you want to improve their community goal, you could do as much as you want to accomplish the Exterminator one. Now, goblins are actually found in the Dwarven mines as well as Crystal Hollows, but I'm going to recommend to do the goal in the Dwarven mines. Because if you make your way towards the Goblin Burrows, which is going to be where I'm going to be going right here. So let's just see, down this path, to the right, to the left, and you're going to be eventually seeing these goblins. So with your recommended armor set and weapon, you should be able to kill these. You might die depending on the damage they do to you, as well as your health, so just be wary of that. And you just want to just kill goblins, and you would have that community goal accomplished. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Strongman. It requires you to reach 160 strength. Now this goal was left to last because there's going to be many ways to accomplish it. For example, if you just have the Raider's Axe, and eventually with a bingo pet equipped as well as a splash, you should be able to get it, if not very close. So you could either level up and you'll get strength like that, or you can max out your wood collection. So if you want to do this oak wood goal, you should be able to get it eventually. Or if you want to do these accessories, just do it like that. You could also increase your strength as well. Now alternatively, if you have the void sword, as you can see, you get 20 strength per piece of end armor worn. So by default, if you actually get the end armor right here, as you can see, I get the bonus of 80. Now if I were to get these Enderman equipment, as you can see, I get the full 160, which is above the requirement for Strongman. Now to get these equipments, I believe it's going to be make your way towards the end. Let me just look at these notes right here. Now this equipment for the end armor, it's going to be different mobs you would want to kill, or as well as end nodes. So for the regular armor and one piece of equipment, I believe it's going to be the necklace. You can just kill Enderman and you would eventually get these 4 pieces, as well as the accessory. Now for another accessory, you would actually want to look out for end nodes. So these are going to be regular stuff like obsidian, or from the end stone where it would have particles around it. You would just want to mine it. So whoopsie. So this right here is a end node. You would possibly get an Enderman equipment, and another one you would actually want to make your way towards here, and just over here. And to get the 2 other equipments, you would want to actually make your way and try to kill these obsidian defenders, and eventually you should be getting a Enderman equipment just like that. And lastly, the other Enderman equipment is going to be found by killing Watchers, and that's going to be the way you would want to find all the equipment for your end armor sets to get that Strongman goal. Now it's up to you. You should be actually able to obtain this with the bingo pet equipped as well, so you would probably not need all the accessories or the equipments, but it's up to you. Make sure you get it like that. Now for this next goal, we're going to be looking at Oakwood Collector. It requires you to reach 125,000 in the Oakwood collection. Now to get this Oakwood collection, I recommend to do minions as well as to do some manually grinding. So place as many Oakwood minions as you can on your island, and just take out a golden axe with efficiency 5. If you do get bingo rank 4, or if you do get a splash from bingo brewers, you get to basically insta break these oak woods. So you just want to do that as well. But yeah, I do find if you want to do it manually as well as doing it with minions, that will help a ton. But it's up to you. Do it either way. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Minion Machine. You're also going to be looking at Fashionable and Pet Hoarder. Now, I did actually put all of these goals into a Google Doc because it's going to be much easier for you to actually look at this instead of me telling you where it is. So as you can see, this is going to be the Fashionable. Now these are all going to be unique sets. As a reminder for the inner set, it's not going to be just the armor pieces, but you also need the equipment. So I also listed it here. As well as if we move to Pet Hoarder, I have these unique pets, the requirements, and any tips. Now, these pets, as you can see how it has a asterisk or a star, those are craftable pets. I did put a little note here that are craftable pets. And for Minion Machine, I did as many minions I could think of, and at least their recommended tier. Um, Now these are what stuff that I do think is possible, and as well it's going to be above the unique minions that you do need. So for this bingo, it's going to be 100 required for the goal, and right here in this Google Doc I listed 181. Now that is all for this September 2023 edition for Hypixel Skyblock Bingo. Thank you very much, and if you do have any tips that you do want to share, comment down below. And now I hope this guide has helped you, and good luck in your September 2023 bingo.